Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Trauma as a community and a nation copes with another insurmountable loss. Now calls for changes after at least 19 children, 19 young lives were ripped away from this world.
I am sick and tired of it. We have to act. And don't tell me we can't have an impact on this carnage.
Our hearts, of course, going out to the community there in Texas. The deadly school shooting. Tom Sawyer News here at noon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Everard Cassimy. We have just heard from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, and he says that there will be no imminent vote on gun safety bills. In the meantime, we now know that all of those killed in the Uvalde, Texas elementary school shooting were in one classroom. At least 19 students and 2 teachers were killed. The 18-year-old suspect shot and killed by responding law enforcement. This was the deadliest school shooting at a U.S. grade school since the attack at Sandy Hook Elementary in Newtown, Connecticut almost a decade ago. Wendy Woolfolk has this report from the city.
We are getting new information about what transpired on this small elementary school campus in South Texas. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, 18-year-old Salvador Ramos barricaded himself into a 4th grade classroom here and started shooting anyone in his way. Law enforcement officers went around breaking windows so students and teachers could escape. Border Patrol agents were able to shoot and kill the suspect, who lived with his grandparents fairly close to Robb Elementary. Investigators are still trying to sort out details of why the suspect first shot his grandmother before making his way to the school. She survived but is in critical condition at a hospital in San Antonio. Investigators believe she is a key witness as to what is behind this unspeakable horror. DPS says the shooter has no criminal history or gang affiliation, but they are combing social media to see if there are any red flags. There is a sliver of positive news to report. A 4th grade teacher who underwent an intensive surgery overnight did survive. However, there are still multiple people hospitalized, so the death toll here could still rise. That's the latest in Uvalde, Texas. I'm Wendy Woolfolk, NBC News.
So incredibly sad. Wendy, thank you for the update there. As you remember, just about 6 months ago, we had our own tragedy here in Metro Detroit when 4 students were killed at Oxford High School. Another 7 were hurt in that incident. Now, for many of that trauma, those wounds, they're still fresh. As the community, we're all still grieving from that. Oakland County deputies were first on the scene the day of that shooting, and we got a chance to catch up with the Oakland County Sheriff earlier this morning on Local 4 News Today.
I've already reached out to the sheriff in Texas and told them that I'm happy to do anything I can to offer both assistance and some suggestions. You know, having been through something horrific, you kind of know some of the things he's facing this morning.
Still facing a lot, as you can imagine. Here's a look at what we've got coming up on later editions of Local 4 News.
Today, more families are inducted into that club no one wants to be a part of. The fraternity and sorority of mothers and fathers, brothers, sisters, family who've lost a child to gun violence in a school. Many are saying that if nothing happened after Sandy Hook to change the culture and access that allows evil people to enter the sanctity of a schoolhouse to shoot children, then it will be difficult to get legislative action. That said, Michelle Gay of the Safe and Sound Schools Project, co-founded after her daughter Josephine was one of 27 murdered at Sandy Hook in 2012, of which 20 were small children. She wants people to know it's not just up to lawmakers to keep children safe.
Hold your children tighter and hold your family closer. Return to your school community ready to do work, to ask tough questions, to push up your sleeves, to look for what you can do today.
You know, Michelle said to me today that she would much rather be curled up in her bed in a ball, but instead she's talking to us. She is telling families and communities what they can do today to help keep children safe, even when lawmakers won't. Her story starts today at 4.
I'm Jason Colthorpe. Today, I reached out to every member of the Michigan congressional delegation to specifically ask them what are they going to do to reduce the number of school shootings in this country. Coming up, we'll tell you what response we got.
I'm Victor Williams, and coming up later on tonight, we are talking to local school leaders about their reaction to the tragic shooting that happened in Texas and what they're doing to make sure that their districts are safe.
And we do invite you to stick with us here at Local 4, Local 4 Plus, and clickondetroit.com for comprehensive coverage as we get new information into our newsroom throughout the day. Well, all eyes are on Storm Tracker 4 today and the skies as meteorologist Brandon Rue is tracking spring showers for us. And we are, well, anticipating the beginning of the summer over the weekend, the unofficial start, I should say, Brandon, as we give you a live look outside through our sky cam. We're excited for the weekend nonetheless.
It's going to be a great one, so keep that in the back of your mind because the next few days, very touch and go with showers. We have 17, 18 degrees Celsius over in Canada right now. We have middle upper 60s here in southeastern lower Michigan. Here's a look at Storm Tracker 4, and we'll go ahead and track some of these showers moving at about 25 miles an hour to the north and east, so not moving real fast and coming into some drier air, but into the Novi area here in the next 15 minutes. Farmington Hills about 12:20. We've got West Bloomfield about 12:41. And there are more showers behind that. You can see another batch of some decent rain, probably some scattered thunder and lightning in this as well, moving up from the southwest. So as we get into the late afternoon, by about 5 p.m., these showers should be taking a little bit of a break. So if you have anything planned outside after 5, 6 p.m., looks a little better. In the meantime, you can keep the Local Forecasters app going. Download it for free. Just hold your camera phone up to that QR code. It's got great interactive radar, everything you need to know about our weather and weather around the world, and it's free. Evrod?
All right. Brandon, thank you so much. A team from FEMA is in Gaylord this afternoon, and we're going to get a closer look at the damage after the deadly tornado last week. The federal officials are going to be joined by state and local authorities, and they the collected damage total there and the impact data that they collect is going to be used to determine whether the disaster meets established criteria that would warrant a request for federal declaration and assistance. As you know, 2 people were killed. Dozens were hurt during Friday's tornado. The National Weather Service determined that it was on the ground for a total of 20 minutes, continuing its path for 16.6 miles. Let's talk gas prices now, because if your gas tank is on empty, here's a look at what you're going to be paying to fill up this afternoon. Here in Michigan, AAA says that we are paying an average of $4.57 per gallon. That is for regular unleaded. In Metro Detroit, we're paying $4.60 per gallon. Just last week, we were at $4.57, so the prices there similar. On Tuesday, U.S. Energy Secretary and former Michigan Governor Jennifer Granholm spoke about President Biden's approach to the issue. Here's what she had to say.
He's responding to the current situation. You know, he knows and he's obsessed with the fact that gas prices are so high and people are hurting, and this is a global issue. So what can he do? So you can exhort the oil and gas industry to increase supply. I wish they would do it faster so that you can bring those prices down. And it tells us that that's why you have to, at the same time, accelerate our movement to clean energy.
Now, nationally, the average price for a gallon of regular gas in the United States is at $4.60. Hey, you're going to want to check your pantry and your fridge this afternoon because more items are being recalled in connection to that whole Jif peanut butter recall. Initially, there were more than 45 types of peanut butter products that were recalled due to potential salmonella contamination. But now there are more. In the latest updates, the FDA says that Mary's Harvest, Country Free, and Garden Cut are among the companies that are voluntarily recalling products. The recalled items include fruit snack trays and celery snack cups that contain Jif peanut butter. For a full list of all the recalled items, you can head on over to our website, clickondetroit.com. Well, we now have a better idea of when more baby formula will show up in stores. Abbott says that it's going to be reopening the plant here in Michigan that was at the heart of that nationwide recall, and they're going to be reopening on June 4th. Supplies then should start hitting store shelves about 2 weeks later. But in the meantime, the second flight of the Biden administration's Operation Fly Formula lands in the U.S. today. Here's more on that and other steps that are being taken to get formula to you.
It was heart-wrenching because her face just turned blue and she just was so limp in my arms.
This woman tells us her 3-month-old granddaughter had a life-threatening allergic reaction to a new kind of baby formula.
The girl's mother says that she had switched brands due to the shortage. To help such families, the second round of Operation Fly formula arrives today.
About 1 million, the equivalent of 1 million 8-ounce containers will end up on store shelves 2 weeks sooner than they would otherwise.
British company Kendall NutriCare now has FDA permission to send another 2 million cans in June. And the Department of Transportation is relaxing regulations for truckers helping with the shortage. Meanwhile, Abbott says it will reopen the plant at the center of a nationwide recall on June 4th.
We'll begin to see hopefully more supply in the next couple of weeks, and over the course of several weeks we should see a lessening of the tremendous stress that people have been feeling.
The Senate is poised to vote soon on a $28 million House bill. It's to help the FDA combat the crisis. Some Republicans say they doubt the measure would do much good. Over in the House today, formula manufacturers appeared before a subcommittee.
I want to know why Abbott let these problems languish, knowing that it was producing 45% of this nation's formula.
A lot of questions there that do need answers. But again, Abbott says that it's going to be reopening that Sturgis plant that was at the heart of the nationwide recall on June 4th. So, of course, we'll be monitoring this for you to let you know when that formula will be available to you and your baby. Let's turn our attention now to the coronavirus. Later this afternoon, we're going to get our weekly coronavirus data update from the state. But this all comes as the CDC reports that 1 in 5 adults who survived COVID-19 experience at least one long COVID condition. In the meantime, the CDC is still recommending the prescription antiviral drug Paxlovid for early-stage COVID-19 patients who are at high risk for severe disease. CDC officials said on Tuesday that recent findings show some people who took Paxlovid had a reappearance of COVID symptoms. But according to the CDC, those who did experience a COVID-19 rebound often had mild and brief illness.